How's it going, everybody? Vegeta saying what is good to all my Super Saiyan homies, here to bring you Dragon Ball Legends, anime, and manga content. If you enjoy the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. That being said, today what we are going to do is we are going to look at the Chapter 69 spoilers. I don't normally do this. I don't normally do a video for spoilers. If anything, I'll do a review for the chapter. And I actually haven't really done that since the Granola arc started. So I figured I was going to do this because I was looking through the spoilers, and I have a lot to say, like, just on the spoilers alone, compared to, you know, like, the whole chapter. So I can't wait to review this chapter as a whole, but, like, there's a lot going on. So actually, I'm not going to scroll just yet because I do want to, like, say one more time, this is a spoiler video. So if you do not want to be spoiled, if you want to wait for the chapter to come out yourself, do that. I got to this from Herms98. He's the person who translates a lot of these for people like Geekdom and a lot of the other major YouTubers. Obviously, I'm not in contact with him, but if you go to his Twitter, you can find this link. And then he does have the translations up there himself, as well as you can also just, like, if you have an Android, you can do what I do, which is just highlight the text and hit the translate button. It'll translate it for you. To make life easier for the purpose of this video, I do have his translations pulled up so I can kind of just switch back and forth. So yeah, let's kind of hop into it, I guess, because I'm very excited for this chapter. So first off, we've got this first image of Beerus just wrecking, I mean, absolutely wrecking Vegeta. And now I think this is going to be pretty cool. You know, we see Vegeta kind of training with Beerus. And, like, something Geekdom mentioned was oh, Vegeta fans are going to be unhappy because he's getting his ass beat. Yes and no. I mean, he's training, so, like, I don't think this is really going to bother a lot of people. Like, it doesn't bother me. So I think this is cool. Let's go to the next one. Oh, hello. Wait a minute. That's not what I wanted to do. I thought that was, like, the next image. Never mind. Next up, we've just got, like, a nice little shot of Vegeta getting blasted away, whacked away by Beerus. I mean, Beerus is literally just like, pow. Now, I have to say, like, the thing that I'm most excited about with this, I guess, sequence is something I talked about at the end of the Moro arc that I was actually really annoyed about was that, like, I know people didn't want Beerus to step in because it was kind of like a cheat code. You just let Beerus walk in and win and save the day. And it sucks. But, like, I wanted him to get involved, you know, like, only because, like, we've seen Whis do, like, a few things now. Like, it has been proven, like, time and time again that, like, Whis has not been touched, like, in terms of, like, how, like, just being the greatest. Like, just literally being the absolute strongest being that there is in the Dragon Ball universe that we've seen other than Zeno or in Universe 7, we'll say. So that being said, it's nice to see Beerus getting serious again. It's nice to see Beerus fighting again, especially because a lot of people keep saying that MUI Goku is better than Beerus now, that he's surpassed him. I don't know just yet. I haven't quite gotten there myself, so I'm not quite sure I can confirm or deny. Like I said back in that chapter when it dropped, I can't remember what chapter it was, but anyway, I remember when people were saying at first that MUI had first surpassed Beerus. I said I don't know. I feel like we still need to see a bit from Beerus, so I'm happy that we're seeing some stuff from him. This is really, really cool. I don't want to spend too much time talking about this though. I gotta keep moving. Alright, so if we keep going on to the next page, we've got some really nice shots from Vegeta. We got the classic, like, wind-up punch. For my Legends players, it's the exact pose of the SSG Vegeta, the Zenkai one. So I love this shot. I think it's great. And Beerus' little smirk, it's just such a cool shot. Next up, more fighting shots. Yeah, just really nice artwork by Toyotaro. Not gonna spend too much time talking about it. And then he's got this little double stomp, double kick on Vegeta, which is pretty crazy. Like, just to see him, he's just double stomping him in the back, kind of like a classic wrestling move. I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, there's that. And now we have our first, like, little bit of text. So just to show you guys the shot real quick, we've got Vegeta kind of, like, going to try and, like, whack him, I guess, or while Beerus is standing on his back still. At least, like, throw him off, you know, because, you know, you read right to left for manga. So yeah, so this is the cool shot. Let's pull up the text real quick. Oh, wait a minute. I could do this. Oh, bless you, Android. I love you, Android. Oh, yes, I do. Okay, that's great. I didn't even realize I could do that. Beerus, what have the Saiyans done in the past that is a concern? What the Saiyans have done in the past, does that concern you? If you are the prisoner of such a thing, then your evolution will go no further than now. Which I like. Okay, so let's look at the way Herms translated this, because the way him and Geekdom said it, I was kind of like, I don't like that. Does what the Saiyans did in the past have any connection to you now? You seem fixated by it. You won't grow any further. So that's a very different translation than what I'm seeing right here on this page itself. What the Saiyans have done in the past, what does that concern you now? If you are a prisoner to such thing, then your evolution will go no such further. The way Herms and Geekdom were saying it's like Beerus saying, yeah, you're stuck on this. You've been stuck on this. And Geekdom had even said, well, he hasn't been stuck on it for a while. But he even was kind of doing a little bit of redemption for himself in the moral arc, made comments that he's never going to be able to redeem himself. So yeah, he is still a little bit fixated on what the Saiyans did in the past, on what he did as the Prince of all Saiyans. Like, I think that's very important for him to still be fixated on. He's still trying to mourn and repent despite everything he's done up until now. Like, that was shown in the last arc, so I don't know what they're saying, or what Geekdom is saying, when he says, yeah, by the way, like, he hasn't been fixated on this in a long time. Like, he very clearly still has some level of thought and connection and emotion towards these things. And that's okay. Like, I'm not saying he's like, every action he does is totally fixated on it, but it's like, there's still like a small piece of Vegeta that's like, yeah, like, I did some terrible things before, I became an Earthling. And I think that's really important. And the more important part of this is Beerus saying, if you're a prisoner to these things. Not that you're not going any further because you're like this. Saying, if you stay like this, you won't grow any further. I think that's a very important distinction to make. And so I think when the official chapter comes out, it's going to be really, really important to see what that official translation is. Because if he's saying if, not saying, you're done, my work here is done, like, that's a very important distinction. So we're going to keep scrolling. He does this little technique where he grabs him by both arms. We get this great smirk from Beerus, and he blasts him away. And then we get a shot of him on the ground, the follow-up. And we find out that Goku and Whis have been watching the whole time. And Goku says, Beerus-sama's technique. It's true that in the past I tried to imitate it and I missed it. Just destroying a jacket with this power, not everyone can master it. So basically, this kind of like goes to say is like we do see Goku in the past try to do the Hakai. He did it on Zamasu. Obviously didn't do it with it. And that's only a reference to the manga actually. So I'll be very curious to see what happens when this comes to the anime, because he doesn't Hakai him in the anime. That's a manga exclusive moment. A very powerful one, but still. So yeah, there's that. And now we get a shift to Granola, and this is where honestly shit gets bananas. So first of all, I'm actually going to pull this image up and make it a little bit bigger. We see Granola holding two tiny Dragon Balls. Like, they're really small. Like, look at them compared to his hand. They kind of look like marbles. You got 1, 2, that's it. And so let's look at the text here. We have Granola saying, in the past you heard from grandfather what was an incantation to summon the dragon, right? Tell me. Okay, this is oatmeal, whatever. And then we get this dude. I mean, look at this guy. This is a completely new dragon. Completely new dragon. We have not seen a new dragon since Super Shenlong. And oh my god, I love this design. Like, just look at it. He just looks like some kind of like scaly, snaky serpent. Like, he's kind of dingy and whatnot. And I think that's really important based on what happens when we continue. Alright, so Granola says that's the wish granting dragon. And then it says, Dragon says, pretender who brought together the 2 Dragon Balls. You can tell me your wish, and I can make one grant, and I can grant you one wish, any wish as far as possible. So this does not seem like it is like Shenlong or the Super Shenlong, where it's pretty much, like you can do anything. It seems pretty limited, I guess, and it's just one. And you only need 2 Dragon Balls. See, it says brought together the 2 Dragon Balls. So that's very important. And I think that's really important for him looking so dingy. Like, there are these 2 really tiny little Dragon Balls that bring out this dingy, snaky looking dragon that's like not necessarily gonna do everything you want him to do. Like, he's just this like kind of beat up little weasel looking thing. I like it a lot. I think it's great. I think it's a phenomenal design. And the one thing that I really like is someone was like 2 Dragon Balls. I saw someone on Twitter be like, 2 Dragon Balls, that's stupid. Like, you would find it immediately. But think about it. These things are tiny. They're marble sized. So like you throw these around on a planet and they just are scattered across the planet. You're scouring a planet for these tiny little marbles. So I think that compensates, for the fact that there's only 2 of them instead of 7. And it's not a full powered dragon. Like, it's not a dragon that's granting you immortality. Well, actually, I don't know. We don't know what the limitations are, but it's clear that there are limitations because he's saying as possible, like whatever's in his power. And so then Granola's like, any wish? Like, he clearly doesn't hear the limitations, but he's like, any wish, you say? Okay. And Oatmeal is like, it seems to me that the wish seems to me that for the wish you can say it with normal words. I want to be stronger than anyone, make me the most powerful warrior in the universe. And then the narration just says, seriously? And that's gonna be okay. So I'm guessing that these are leaks from the end of the chapter, not the beginning. I'm gonna go to Herm's translation for a second on this one, because it does say something about you can make the wish in any ordinary language. And so, again, I think these are another important distinction. These are kind of why I try not to do spoiler videos, because you get different translations from different people. And I try to just wait for the official one, because I think the official ones are the most important. But, like, I think this is some pretty powerful content, information that we're getting. I think this kind of merits a video. So, yeah, that's that. Those are the leaks. That's it. I think this is pretty crazy. The fact that we're getting a new dragon, the fact that Vegeta is going to kind of finally confront his Saiyan past. We'll probably get a little bit of the revelation of what Beerus was talking about last chapter with his connection to the Saiyans. So maybe he'll finally reveal that he approved the destruction of planet Vegeta. And just kind of let Frieza do that. So who knows? We'll find out. There's definitely some interesting stuff to come. I think these are some really, really cool leaks. I really like the design for the new dragon. Yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I'm super excited. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.